So when did I came across Ben? So I definitely saw him the first time when I watched Stardust, because that was me and my mom's favorite movie growing up. So I watched that a lot when I was a teen. Being like aware of him, like as an actor, was probably with the Narnia movies.
Narnia? Through the Narnia films and his role as Prince Caspian.
The Narnia films.
Obviously in the Chronicles of Narnia when I was around 9 years old, and well, here we are 17 years later.
Narnia was always my favorite world and my safe space. It still is, and Caspian was one of my favorite characters from the books. And then there you were, just bringing him to life, and my little heart was like, yep, that's my favorite actor.
I loved Narnia when I was younger and just adored his Prince Caspian. I've sort of followed his career ever since, and what a career it's been.
When I was a boy, I used to imagine sailing to the end of the world.
I know Ben from those T-Mobile ads.
Blows the competition away.
I'm just kidding.
First time I listened to Ben's music was about a year after Shadow and Bone came out, because I was a year late to actually watching it.
I felt for Ben in a massive way when I started watching Shadow and Bone.
I rediscovered Ben again a few years back through Shadow and Bone. Love the books, and the series is just excellent. His portrayal of the Darkling, next level.
I think I've been aware of him for a lot longer than I first realized. I definitely remember the Narnia movies coming out. I remember the Dorian Gray movie coming out. I even watched the Seventh Son movie back then. Somehow it took me until Shadow and Bone to really notice him.
Fine. Make me your villain.
And since then I obviously rewatched everything.
The first time I've been aware of Ben, I don't know if it was Narnia or Dorian Gray. I cannot recall which one was the first I saw.
I think perhaps I ought to go.
But after that, I declared myself a Ben Buns fan.
I just put on the TV and Dorian Gray was on. And then I went back and was like, oh, he's from Narnia, right? Okay, now I know.
And I met Ben about 10 years ago when he played in the picture of Dorian Gray. Fun fact, it became one of my favorite books.
First found Ben through his acting, but it was really his music that really inspired me, and I had to just follow that inspiration and start making fan art.
So when I first heard that he was doing music, I got really excited. And then I actually heard the music and I fell down the rabbit hole of being obsessed.
But I seen that he was playing in Dublin and I said, okay, I gotta go. So I'm not missing out on that.
It's been a bit of a journey of seeing Ben pop up at different points in my life.
I first became a fan of Ben back when he was Prince Caspian, and I loosely kept track of what he's been up to ever since. And then when he started to share his love for music, I got even more drawn in.
He put out those covers of mostly songs I love, and I just found out he could sing.
I couldn't help but be captivated by it because he had such great taste in music. I loved his performances, and he was so brave to share that part of himself that it was inspiring.
His lyrics are bad magic, and it feels like coming home. I've never been impacted by lyrics that much.
You can tell that there's been growth in Ben, and you're rooting for him every step of the way, and then this album comes out and it knocks everyone's socks off.
When someone is fulfilled, they glow. Like, it's literally a glow, and the camera doesn't really pick that up. It really doesn't. It's just futile. So if you haven't seen him live, go see him live with the band and you will know exactly what I mean.
The first time I met Ben at his second Troubadour concert, I had never been to LA before, and I never thought it would actually be possible to meet him, so it was such a dream come true. And he couldn't have been sweeter, kinder, more generous. It's such a special memory, and There was just so much love and joy in that room that night, and so it's forever going to be one of my favorite concert experiences.
I first heard about Ben Barnes when he was Prince Caspian for the Chronicles of Narnia. And I first saw him say, "I am Prince Caspian," and then I was like, "Oh, who's that?" But I never saw the Narnia movies until I became like a big fan of his after I watched him in The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I was like, "Wait, that's the guy from the Narnia movies." So I met him the first time in 2014 when he did the movie Jackie and Ryan. I got to meet him at the Newport Beach Film Festival, and he was so sweet and so gracious, and that's what kept me as part of one of his supporters because of how kind he was to me.
The first time I actually met him was when I went to see Birdsong at the theatre, and I just remember being at the stage door, just seeing where the stage door was, and then just seeing him sort of walk up, and he was so kind. It's freezing cold, and he sat down and he talked to me, and he looked through my art portfolio because I wanted him to sign a picture. He was really surprised that there was anyone there for him, and that really stuck with me because he just didn't expect people to be at the stage door waiting to see him. The kindness he showed and the time that he spent just really, really left a mark on me, and I just thought, wow, this kid's going to go far, and he really deserves it as well.
Look, you, we're little babies.
He's an inspiration. He's so kind. He's so gracious and supportive.
How are you doing?
I didn't expect to actually be seen by so many people in the fandom and have my art be recognized by the man himself. So that was really wild.
And Ray designed these posters, everyone. She will also sign them for life.
It just means that this very kind, wonderful artist is putting his soul's content out there and pouring his heart into something that he really believes in. And people are finding it because it resonates with them. And I think that's the coolest thing about music and about art. It's that if you put it out, the people that it's meant for are going to find it.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous. It's my first autograph.
I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous to meet Ben for the first time. I've met a lot of people that I admire, but I'd been a fan of his for so long, and I was maybe one of the last people that I had known among his fans that were meeting him, and it felt like meeting a friend. And he was so gracious. He made the experience unique, and you could really tell he was sincere in his appreciation for the fan appreciation. And I think when he sings "You've Got a Friend in Me," he really means it. One more time, you got a friend in me. Hey, 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 hey.
Professor Thomas Barnes.
He's actually very uncensored live. He's in a lot of, corporate events, corporate TV interviews, red carpets, interviews on YouTube, and he's obviously got a censor on it. I can tell that about him. But live, there is none of that.
We stole this from the pub next door. We'll give it back, probably.
He has a sassy feistiness to him as well that I think is sort of subordinated in interviews, but live, you don't see that at all.
For those of you who don't know what it's about about a lad who went to school with the guys from U2, and he was in like the other school rock band, the shit one. And then he watched his mates become the biggest band in the world, and he was really bitter about it, and he wrote a very funny book about it, and I played that guy. And actually, I've just remembered something. When we were filming it, the real guy's family came to visit, and the real guy, his name is Neil McCormick, he said to me, "You're making me look like a fucking twat." And then his family came to visit and they were like, "You've done him perfect, it's exactly what he's like." I just remember that made me laugh. I forgot why I started talking about this.
It's obviously part of the whole album that he put out, you know, trying to be himself more and enjoying life. So I thought that was really nice to witness, to see the uncensored, unedited, real, accurate version of him.
Ben has always been one of those sunshine people, someone who lights up a room just by being in it, you know.
He's human sunshine. He brings such positivity and fun to the things that he does and shares with people.
You want to be around him, to want to be in his warmth. He's like a ray of sunshine that you want to follow.
For a fan, it's especially fun because he really does appreciate those supporters that he has, and he makes them feel seen, both the ones that are able to come to the shows and conventions and also the ones that can't come to the shows and conventions.
He brings out the best of the people around him, and there's just an innate kindness in the way that he talks to people, and the attention that he shows to people, and that's for everyone from the band through to, you know, the staff at venues, through to the fans that come to see him. I think it's just, there's a gratitude there that he makes sure that everyone is aware of, and I think that's just so refreshing.
Hello again. Hello. How are you doing? Right. Nice to see you. How's it going?
You have things like him working Dorian Gray and other Easter eggs into things like The Punisher and his posts. You have him sharing fan art. You have him, you know, listening at a meet and greet and hearing that this is somebody's favorite song, and then finding them in the crowd when he's singing that song.
I've got to sing my Redhead in there again. I've got to find you for it. Check Redhead and the Pirate song.
And it means the world, and I don't doubt for a second that he appreciates all of the support and that it means something to him. And to us, the fans who are feeling seen, his support means everything.
Everybody together! Hee-ho! Hee-ho! On this skin.
To me personally, he is definitely more than just like a musical idol. He's definitely an inspiration in every way of the word, but also as a human being, he is, I think, really someone that you can aspire to be like.
You can't not smile around him, and you can't not wish all the best for him.
I kept something from you. Give it back, did you say? That's really funny.
He has his career as a singer, as a songwriter, he has his career as an actor, but despite all that, he has this wonderful, unique ability to remain extremely grounded, extremely humble, extremely honest and understanding and present.
I wouldn't be able to do it without these extraordinary people behind me. And I really wanted this whole thing to feel like a mini festival of joy, and I wanted you to know them by the time we started our set. And the fact that all these brilliant solo artists agreed to come and play in this band and play for you their own music beforehand is such a privilege, and I love each of them more every day. I'm obsessed with them a little bit.
I think I can safely say that whenever or wherever you meet Ben or you see Ben, that there is a significant change in your life, especially when you get to meet him in person.
Every single time I had the opportunity to meet you, you have always been the kindest, and I'm just so absolutely grateful for this. I always take those memories with me for the rest of my life.
I really admire it about him, and I think many other people can also relate to that.
Just seeing him so happy as he has been on this tour, and just seeing how much this tour has meant to him and to the fans. I mean, it's been such a gift, and he called it the Festival of Joy, but he himself is just, you know, joy in human form.
I love it. Thank you. Anything for you.
It's a feeling, it's a warmth, it's a thought, it's the thoughtfulness, it's the humour that he has. Yeah, you want to be around him.
Are you wearing a tuxedo, sir? I do. Congratulations, you now have to get married. Okay.
I was so incredibly nervous, and he immediately made me feel at ease. He's like a warm hug. He's like, he knows sometimes, I think, what people are feeling. Like, he's very intuitive, and he just knows how to deal with that. The moment that I finally talked to him, I felt the nerves just go away.
I also love the unintentional things he does, like all those people he connects through his music or through his acting, like all the people I met online or at shows or at convention. It's insane. And all those friendship, like deep friendships that happen just because of him. That's probably the thing I love most about him.
The way he talks about things, the way he shares some pieces of himself, especially now with his music, the way he just lights up on stage, the way he sings his songs, the way he feels the songs, that gave me an extra level to the man, because you always see him as an actor or playing a part, like he says himself, and now that gave me extra depth, especially after meeting him.
What do I love about Ben?
He's one of my comfort people, and he always make a smile on my face.
So first things first, his pure talent, not only in acting, but also in like singing, writing his own stuff, writing so heartbreaking, heartfelt, and on the other side, happy songs.
I'm really proud of everything you have done. You do it with a lot of love, and I'm really happy for your existence.
I'm so proud of you, so thankful for you, and everything from you inspires me.
No matter how I feel, there's always a movie I can watch. And I even watch the horror show, and I hate horror movies. But yeah, for Ben.
The world is better with you in it. Thanks for everything. You will always be in my heart.
All love and support for you.
He just loves life, and that's infectious.
One of the things I love so much about the Where the Light Gets an album cover is that while there are places that it looks like the scars are healed over with gold, there are other places that it looks like the light is inside, spilling out. And that is exactly what I think of when I think about Ben. That he's this beautiful soul that has so much light in him, and it shines so brightly and cannot help but spill out into everything that he does, however many villains he may play.
And I love your use of Kentucky and how you use your platform to spread mental health awareness.
He's been this source of light and hopefulness in big and small ways. He always leaves me feeling encouraged to lead with love, to be kinder, to live more bravely, and to be my authentic self as much as I can. My life has just been better because of all of the different ways that he has been in it. And for that, he will always have a piece of my heart.